Okay guys, here's a very quick intro to my 2007 V-Strom. She's 2007 reg, but believe it's either a late K5 or an early K6 model, but not exactly sure. Now guys, rank amateurs here. We don't claim to be professionals at anything, but we do enjoy messing around with cars and bikes. So anything you see here, if people have advice or comments, much welcome, but everything I do is just based on my best knowledge and things I've picked up along the way and things I've learned from other YouTubers as well. So I don't claim to be a pro. If you see something in here that you don't agree with, by all means advise and it'll be taken on board. A lot of accessories have been added to this bike, so if there's something here that's of interest to you, you want to know more, send me a message, a comment, and I'll try and share links with you or tell you how I did different things. The bike came to me, it was in December just gone, so we're now in April. I bought the bike privately off a guy in Killarney, County Kerry. It was obvious the bike had been well used, wasn't particularly loved, cleaned, polished, anything like that, but was reasonably well taken care of maintenance wise and servicing and all that, but needed a lot of love to get her to looking where she is today. It was bone stock when I got it. Some of the accessories that you'll see on these bikes, even though they're not Suzuki, different markets, UK market, Irish market, the dealers actually had accessory packages that were fitted to the bikes. Not many of them left dealerships here standard. So when I got it, it did already have the luggage racks on it. I have the panniers and the top box to go with that. It did have the front crash bars on it. There was a set of heated grips on it when I got it, but I reckon they were dealer fit when the bike was brand new and they weren't really functioning. So they've been replaced with a set of Oxford heated grips. Rental handlebars, very, very close to stock, but they are slightly higher, slightly less sweep, and yeah, love the gold. Ties in with the gold engine casings as well. The tank pads, they're kind of a temporary mod. They're really, really good quality. They came from a company on Facebook called Tank Pad Brazil. You'll find them on Facebook or Instagram if you want to look them up. But the next stage for this bike is there is a full vinyl wrap kit. It's produced by a company in Italy that I want to get, but they're obviously closed at the moment due to coronavirus and lockdowns and precautions, so we will do that. It did originally have the kind of hockey puck sticker there at the base of the fairing, but I hate them Japanese stickers. They're so cheap and dated looking, so that came off and was replaced with a V-Strom style chrome raised badge, similar that you'll find on the DL1000 models, I think, of this era. Indicator lenses have been replaced with clear indicators. Original Suzuki handguards were reinstated. They were missing off the bike when I got it, and the bike had like really horrible aftermarket spurious mirrors that weren't even mounted in the proper mirror holes. They were mounted further down the bar. God awful things, and you couldn't see a thing in them. So rather than putting back on the stock DL mirrors, big barn door ones as they're known, I decided to go for replica Aprilia mirrors. Much sleeker. They do definitely cut down on wind noise. You can see plenty in them. They're very adjustable, no problems with them whatsoever. The screen that's on it at the moment is a standard Suzuki screen with a Madstad adjustable bracket. Screen I do want to replace at some stage. I'm not going to be looking for anything bigger or taller. I find this one quite adequate for me, but it's a bit tarnished and sun bleached, so we'll freshen that up at some point. The headlight guard, probably not going to see a lot of use here in Ireland. There isn't many adventure riding opportunities here. All the tracks are very private and closed off, so you can't really use them, but I think it just toughens up the front of the bike. The lights on it are very big, and without the guard it has a kind of bit of a commuter look in my feel, which I wanted to remove. Beak is something that some people like, some people don't. Again, I just felt it modernised the bike a bit. Came from a company called Power Brands in the UK. Wasn't that expensive, pretty easy to fit really, step-by-step instructions, so all good there. I do have a spare front mudguard, which at some point, probably one of the next projects, is I want to customise it a bit, cut it down from the front and shorten it so it sits just behind the beak a bit. I think it'll be a bit more proportional, but still provide the protection that it needs. I have seen them kind of cut in half, so the front section is completely gone. Not a big fan of that. I think it just looks hacked up. So what else have we added to this bike? Okay, down here you will see we have the bash plate from Heed. Nice quality, very easy to fit, beautiful finish on it, very impressed with it. Wasn't that expensive either. If you plan to off-road with these bikes, you are definitely going to need a bash plate. Protect the oil filter down there and the exhaust. But for me, I don't think, as I said, hopefully we maybe will get some adventure riding opportunities, but it's more of a looks thing. I think without it, the front of the bike, there's a big void there below the front cylinder, and this just helps fill it up and make it look a bit more substantial as well. So that's another little job that we did on the bike. What else have we got? Oh yeah, engine casings. So engine casings, when I got it, they were in very bad condition. Wanted again add a different touch to the bike. Would have liked them to be a bit more bronzy than gold, but a lot of the modern bikes you'll see, like the new Africa Twins and things now, they have coloured engine casings and things, and it just modernises the whole bike a bit more. Yeah, so as I said guys, some of you will like it, some of you won't. It's mine, it'll do for now. It's probably a step in between. When I initially went out looking for a bike this time, I've been 7 or 8 years off a bike. I had in mind a VFR 800. I wanted something that would have a bit of power, something obviously that I liked the look of, but the big thing for me is this time, whatever bike I got had to be capable of doing a bit of touring. I've done sports bikes in the past, I've had naked bikes in the past, and they were great. At the time I was more into just, you know, going out for a spin for a couple of days, day trips here, day trips there, but always coming home. Had nothing more than your helmet and your jacket really with you. But this time I eventually want to be able to tour Ireland, tour the UK, tour Europe. If we're going further afield than that, it'll probably be a fly in a rent type holiday, but definitely want to clock up some extra miles on this bike. Insurance on the VFR, I was getting quoted over 2,000 euros, so that was a no-no. It was nearly as much as I was spending on the bikes. And yeah, the DL came up then, just appealed to me. Good options to accessorise them, good options to make them your own. Very comfortable bike. Also fancy the idea of a V-twin, never had a V-twin before. Very interesting. I've always liked torquey engines in my cars, so it's nice to feel that torquey engine. Took a little bit of getting used to when you're used to riding inline fours and revving them all the way out. V-twin is a different riding style. Absolutely no point in the world in revving this past 6,000 RPM. It'll go past it. There is still rev range there, but it's a waste of time. Pure waste of time. You're not gaining anything. You're better off shifting and using the power between 4,000 and kind of 5,500, 6,000 RPM. and changing up there. So yeah guys, that's the V-Strom. That's just a short introduction today. As I said, if anybody has any questions or they're looking for advice or they'd like to know where I got different things, message me, make a comment. I'll try and share links with you from my histories on my eBays, Amazons, Wishes, all these other online ordering platforms that we use. And yeah, see what you think. Come back with another video soon. There's some other projects I'd like to introduce you to around the house. Car enthusiasts as well. I have an E46 BMW convertible which you've seen in the background. Share a house here with a couple of friends who are also motoring enthusiasts, and they have projects going on, so we might give you a bit of an introduction to them. And yeah, I'll share some other videos with you. Myself and a friend of mine are currently in the throes of building a 99 phaser, or should I say restoring a 99 phaser. And we'll share some of that as well as we progress through it, and you know, any other bits and pieces that come up we'll try and share. Yeah, said guys, I'm not a pro and I don't intend to be a pro YouTuber either. This is just something I wanted to give a try while we're on lockdown and looking for new ways to occupy ourselves. And it's more, if people view it, great. If you don't, that's okay. I have them all saved for future prosperity, and when I'm an old man in a wheelchair somewhere, I can look back at them and say, yep, I remember when I was a young guy and I used to ride bikes. That's all for now guys. See you again soon. Take care. Stay safe.